seriously.
Honestly, if you're just gonna keep doing that, no one's gonna end up taking you seriously.
Dude, shut up! You already made that joke!
Oh, fuck you, wait! Who are you?
And now, the dramatic, I guess, conclusion.
Look, all I want to know is, who are you, and where did you come from?
Isn't it obvious who I am? With the Death Ryuju avatar?
Reality's a bitch sometimes. Just gotta suck it up.
It really is you. But why are you here?
I just wanted to give you some material.
Well, I appreciate that you want to give me material, but why are you here?
Also, you have to use Noonan as an avatar. And can you do a co-op with me?
No, I am not gonna do a co-op with you. Now answer my question.
Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward!
Oh, man. Okay, Rebel Taxi.
We got a figure character. Edgelord memes.
Well, you have a hooded character. So, Edgelord memes!
Your dislike for the new Powerpuff Girls show is alright.
What do you mean, it alright?
That was unrelated. Back to the commentary.
Honestly, this joke would have worked so much better if you didn't interject and said, yeah, we related. By the way, if what you think was unrelated towards the joke in the commentary, why did you include that within the video? It just doesn't really make any sense whatsoever.
New Powerpuff Girls show, have you? And I mean really watched it. Take off those cheap nostalgia glasses and give it a fair chance. Of course it's not going to be like the original. But you know what? The original wasn't that great. It was a good show, and me and my friends loved growing up with it, but it still has its flaws.
Boy, don't bullshit yourself. You know it's terrible. I know it's terrible. I even saw an episode online. I saw one of the various animation error. It filled me with anime rage and cringe. So what's your point?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call a know-you argument. A know-you argument happens when someone doesn't really make a valid point other than, well, know you. Let me go ahead and explain this one a little bit more. Nearest Q is arguing over something that's subjective within the video, and he tried to make it a bit objective. You, Lord Hugenot, are trying to justify that the show is not great by kind of doing the exact thing that Nearest Q is doing. Sure, you brought up some animation errors, but I could argue that there are plenty of animation errors within other shows.
Animation was good, and it had its own style, but this show's animation is 100 times better!
Why don't you go play with your dollies, princess?
Princess? Did you just call me princess? Don't call me princess!
You throw like...
I don't know about you, but that's 10 out of 10 animation right there.
And what's your point? Ignoring the fact that this is again subjective, why not actually explain why the footage that you've actually showed sucked instead of showing it to us? Yes, there's show, don't tell, but it will only work if you do explain what's going on instead. Oh, and bonus points if you don't actually bring up the animation errors and instead explain why the animation itself is quote-unquote garbage.
I had to choose between this and this.
Wow. Guess the party's over. Nice.
Yeah, I choose the new style.
Hey, don't judge one particular episode. That's just cheating.
What? Don't judge one particular episode? Well, if you're judging the new show's animation, then it's the same for every episode so far. And plus, how is that cheating? Like, what?
No, they chose to make it similar to the original. Because the creators of the show actually cared, and they wanted fans of the original to appreciate their attention to detail. They rarely even showed the context of the fists in the original show. And not to mention, did you just miss this scene?
Come on, I barely felt anything from that scene that you showed. Now, that previous one that showed me something, and they didn't use that much animation, so what's your point?
You barely felt anything? What? Also, this ties into my point, but it uses less animation. If you're trying to say the animation is cheaper, then okay, but this shows that you have piss poor wording. I recommend that you try to word yourself better.
Water and fire. Water and fire.
God, you're just all sorts of lazy.
I'm pretty sure they used that images from Google Images or a Photoshop software.
How the hell does that refute his point? He's saying that it's lazy to use what appears to be stock backgrounds. Oh, what you're saying? I'm pretty sure they got it from Google or Photoshop. Doesn't refute his point. If anything, it adds on to Neros' point. You saying that they got it from Photoshop or Google can show a sign that you're adding on to his point.
How can you complain about a show that teaches kids moral lessons and makes you feel good at the end of the episode? Short answer, you can't.
Objection!
Making these characters human and
You might say that this cartoon teaches you about morals, but everyone knows that morals are bogus and bullshit. It can be probably seen in a preschool channel. And also, in addition, you like mocking this pan pizza person, and basically everyone knows that pan pizzas are delicious, so therefore you hate Italians now, and now you're considered as a rapist and a racist and stop music, I'm not getting anywhere, let's get right back to the commentary.
I have two issues here. One, the audio bouncing. It's shit. The music overpowers your voice and I can barely understand what the hell you're saying. It doesn't help for the fact that your mic quality is pretty bad, which adds on to the problem. Also, please don't add what you said at the end of your quote-unquote joke, because it ruins the flow of the joke.
it's amazing that the creators of the show even chose this route, especially with all the dumb parenting shows Cartoon Network has on now. Like Uncle Grandpa, Teen Titans Go, heck, even Gumball now just panders to kids.
That didn't stop My Little Pony from becoming popular, so your opinion is shit.
Well, thanks. You just burnt down his onion farm. Now how are the little kids gonna get their layers? But in all seriousness, how does that refute his point? You saying that it didn't stop MLP from becoming popular? And another thing, which is also a problem with Narrowskews' point as well. How does it pander to kids? All you say is that they do, which if I'm a viewer who actually hasn't seen the show, how am I supposed to know that? You need to give reasonings and examples. Also, his opinion is shit. What?
Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward!
The art is creative and vibrant. It's soft and wonderful.
I see that you use this clip, which has this infamous clip. I'm completely speechless.
Off topic much? He was explaining how the animation was better than the original show by giving an example that shows lots of bright colors and something that's vibrant, and you saying, oh, I don't like the twerking clip in that scene, just comes off as, well, off topic. Do you have ADHD?
Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward!
Shut up and stay away from this show, because you don't have to watch it by every little meaning of that phrase. It doesn't hurt anyone, and as far as I know, it's actually good for kids. So even if you were to argue that the reason you would watch it and bash it is because this is what Cartoon Network is showing kids these days, then that is totally invalid!
There's this one episode in Powerpuff Girls that they had a hangover, so yeah, good for children. My ass.
What episode was that? As someone who hasn't seen any episode of the whole series, I'd at least expect you to name what episode it was. Oh, before you say, oh, I can just look it up. As the presenter, it's your job to tell me what episode it was. And I'm gonna end the commentary here. Final thoughts? Well, this is nowhere near the worst commentary I've ever seen. It was still pretty bad. Most of your points don't make sense, and sometimes you go off topic, and that will make good for a very commentary.
Now see, that wasn't so bad now, was it?
No, I guess it wasn't. Now, there's one thing I need to do.
Now what's that?
We don't need memories of him now, do we? Wait a minute. If he's dead, then... Ah!